gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
Tonight, the 55-year-old victim is recovering in the hospital following that assault, but his attacker is still out there. It happened during last evening's commute.
The victim simply walking into the J Street Metro Tech station in downtown Brooklyn when he and the suspect bumped into each other, and the other man's reaction was shocking. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett spoke exclusively with a friend of the victim. He joins us live outside the hospital on Park Slope where the victim's being treated. NJ?
Yeah, that's right. Brooklyn Methodist Hospital here in Park Slope, Brooklyn, where, yes, the victim remains in intensive care recovering from multiple stab wounds tonight. Yes, police say this attack happened after the man simply brushed up against another man who then flew into a rage. It's the kind of random attack that has plagued the transit system.
He's still in bad shape. He can't even talk right now.
Joseph Marte is horrified and angry tonight. His employee, 55-year-old Ramiro Sanchez, was stabbed and nearly killed by a crazed man with a knife. Police say Sanchez was entering Brooklyn's busy Metro Tech subway station with a coworker, where he accidentally brushed up against another man who pulled out a knife and flew into a rage.
They went down the train station to go home, basically. So this big guy came up and actually was staring at him. And all of a sudden, he just pushed him away and went after him. And he pulled out a knife and cut his fingers, his face, and he stabbed him twice in the back.
Did he say why he was doing it?
No, the guy never said a word. He was just acting bananas.
It happened shortly after 6 p.m. last evening, and the suspect escaped into the crowd. But Ramiro Sanchez is only the latest victim of violent crime in the New York City transit system. Transit crime is up 50% so far this year over last year. That despite stepped-up police deployments intended to deter violent crime and to respond quickly to incidents that do happen.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Cracking down on so-called quality of life violations is intended to make the system safer. A major initiative announced by Mayor Adams earlier this year.
They say they have more cops in the subway now than they ever did.
You believe that? I don't think so. I don't think so. Not enough. To be honest, not enough.
Joseph Marte says Sanchez has worked for his construction firm for 15 years. An immigrant from Mexico who, like so many, routinely sends money to his family back home.
What's going on in the train stations is nothing is safe, and New York has been, after the pandemic, it's been crazy with all these people hanging around in train stations, sleeping, homeless. This is what's going on, and no one actually put a stop onto it.
And late this afternoon, the response from MTA spokesman Tim Minton, who points out that arrests in the transit system are up 64% so far this year. He says, quote, those who would target riders know their picture will be taken, end quote. That has certainly been the case in a number of crimes. That has not been the case so far with this crime. No photo released just yet. And the suspect remains at large tonight.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.